Oh, that was loud. All righty. There we go. All right. Kind of settling in here. Yeah. Grab a couple of banners. See here. Well, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. There's that. And there's that one. All righty. There we go. Everybody's probably still waking up. There we go. There's that. What's up, Sam Ash? Happy New Year. Yeah, pretty much hadn't gone to sleep yet. I got home about 2:30 in the morning, so slept till about 6. I'm like, what the heck? So I'll get up, and I was gonna wait till 8 o'clock, but I think I'm just gonna game a little bit this morning, then I'll fall asleep. But hit that like button and share button if you don't mind. It helps with that YouTube algorithm. Hopefully, keeps me away from the algorithm police department. So, but certainly hope that you all had a good New Year's, and you guys are up early as well. So, yeah, I was just hoping to sneak one in. That way I could get this done and then watch football for the rest of the day from 1 till looks like 11. I'll be watching football. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and put my banner back up there. So there we go. So yeah, so welcome guys to this podcast, early morning, 7 a.m. Going ahead and getting it ready to get it in the day. So still 7 o'clock East Coast time. I was gonna go at 8 o'clock, but what the heck, I went ahead and get it done now. So but welcome to the New Year podcast, first one. Like I said, I was going to do one probably today. I got home about 2:45, slept for about 3 hours, and I got a little bit of energy. So yeah, ready to go. So yeah, but shout out to everybody that's here. Grudy Legends, how you doing, Sam Ash? Certainly hope everybody had a good, safe one. Shout out to everybody who went out last night and had a good time. As you know, this is your boy, it's Craig, the tech guy. Go ahead and hit that like button, share the video. Got a Cash App if you want to donate. $ Craig Tech for the Cash App, or if you want to donate through Super Chat, that's right there. Hit that Super Chat button, and definitely will get what you want read out loud. It's not that big a deal, but just wanted to give a brief synopsis on what's going on. This is some of the stuff over the last 2 weeks that's been going on. And I'm going to talk a little bit about CES, do a quick preview of CES, and then do a more in-depth. I assume we're going to talk about it a little bit more on a RGT on Friday, which will be in 48 hours. So, but I got the day off. So yeah, Plague's Tale I heard is a really good game. So, but what is going on? What is happening? Well, first things first, something I didn't know, Redbox has ended video game rentals. They are still selling video games. You can go there and get them for cheap. Assassin's Creed. I think a friend of mine bought Assassin's Creed Odyssey there for like $12, $11.99. Another friend of mine bought Death Stranding there for $36. But they're just getting, and of course they don't have the box art, but they can. I think I told them, I said, well, you can go to GameStop and probably get the box. Just say, look, it was a gift. You want the box, if they've got an empty box there. But anyway, so shout out to everybody here. Again, my personal game of the year, if you all don't know, was Resident Evil 2 Remake. So the game I'm looking forward to the most this year, 2020, is Final Fantasy VII, even though I don't like the episodic way they're doing it. Followed by MLB The Show. And then third will be Ghost of Tsushima. Yes, I'm excited about The Last of Us Part 2 as well. But those three games for me are my ones I'm really looking forward to. So people were like, oh, what about that game and that game? So yeah. So yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit, Sam Ash, when I talk about speculation. But I certainly hope so in the new year of 2020, what I'm looking to do is move heavily away from the speculation. I'm going to report on on what is available. I did my speculation early in 2019 as far as PS5. I don't mind talking about PS5 as far as what's been confirmed that it's supposed to have. That's either Mark Cerny or Jim Ryan, the CEO and the lead architect, have they've confirmed certain things about the PS5. And I don't mind talking about those things, but some speculation on the sound because it's spatial 3D sound. So yeah, I don't mind talking about stuff like that. Speculating on what that's going to be like. Because again, I'm going to assume, as far as the Sony's 3D sound, that part of CES will be Sony unveiling some new, speakers, new surround speakers, and new headsets to do 3D sound. I don't know if you all know this, but LG actually has a sound bar that uses this Dolby Atmos, and uses artificial intelligence to map your room to give you the best sound. And that's LG. And this will be at CES, I believe. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about CES. I just got my my CES thing going here. So other things that will be at CES will be Hyundai is going to unveil its flying car design. Okay, Hyundai is going to very well unveil their flying car design, the design. So of that, and that's interesting as well. Also, investment opportunities. Remember, I told you guys to get AMD when it was 19. Now AMD stock is a whopping like $37. I haven't looked at it. I'm not going to look at it until next week. So, which is going to go up again because they're going to be at CES unveiling some new stuff as well, talking about AMD. So I'll have to wait and see what they're going to unveil. I don't want to get into the speculation of what they're going to do. We could see their new chipset, their new GPU, possibly actually running. We're going to get some benchmarks, maybe. That'd be cool. But Hyundai with their flying car, the 3D sound. I think Sony will unveil some 3D sound headsets. I recommend you guys start looking for 3D sound headsets going into the spring of this year. They should still be fairly inexpensive with that. Well, we're getting the design, Sam Ash, for to be George Jetson. We're gonna check that out. So, but this is allegedly they're supposed to have a design there. Let me make that clear: a design, not an actual car, but an actual physical design. Because again, they're looking for outside investors too. There's a lot of like Elon Musk and all them. They'll be there. Bill Gates will be at CES because he always goes. I believe Phil Spencer will be there. Mark Cerny will be there. Andrew House is reportedly supposed to be there. I mean, again, it doesn't mean anything. It just means they were at CES last year. And, Phil Spencer was, and it was a joke, but him going up on stage and just saying how they're appreciating the partnership. So the tech for a flying car doesn't exist. Actually, it does. The tech does exist. But now, are we going to get one? We're going to find out at CES. There's supposed to be a design there. So we'll find out. The Hyundai is supposed to be there with their flying car design. Let's see, I'm looking here. Of course, you all saw the Telsa glove suit. Shout out to Lincoln Clay. He reported he did a video on that. So let me share my screen here. Over here. For y'all who don't believe in the flying car, there you go. So I mean, again, it's just going to be like a concept vehicle. So I'll have to wait and see. And all this kind of came out about a week ago. But just so everybody sees that the tech does exist for it. And this is coming from the website I'm at is digitaltrends.com. So they've got a pretty good write-up on what's going to possibly be there. So let's see here. Also, yeah, I want to show these because this is something that Sony is actually working on. And I don't. This is some of the PS5 tech that they're talking about, possibly. Yeah, I want to make sure that I put the right thing up there. So there we go. All right, there we go. Because they're going to have 3D music there. So, of course, I want to see what that's all about. But again, this comes from Digital Trends. So these are just audio predictions on what's going to be there. And it says expect more noise canceling headphones and 3D music. So, again, I would really look into 3D headsets at this point. I mean, I've got a beautiful 7.1 design headset. I use the Steel Series. I think it's 7 Arctic. It's fantastic, especially when you hook it directly into the PC, and you get this overall this immense sound. It makes it coming through the when you plug it into the gamepad, it's trash compared to what's coming out of that PC. So. That the flying car will be cost effective. Well, again, it's just a design. Okay, well, it's just a design. That's all I can really say. I mean, I'm not here to say it's going to be. I don't think they'll have a physical working car that flies, but I think you'll see the outer workings of a car that will fly. And anyway, we're talking about stuff in the next decade that we might see. So. But yeah, flying restriction. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. It'd be pretty cool though to go somewhere. You see somebody flying in their car. So, well, thank you, Mr. Hall. Happy New Year to you, sir. Happy New Year to you. So, tech for the hoverboard does not exist. Yeah, well, I don't think we'll ever get to a point where the hoverboard will exist because you need like anti-gravity, and the only thing that we don't have that. At least we don't have it in public. So we don't have it in public. So, yeah, Sony is supposed to be at CES, and this will kind of move into the well, what else I got here for me here? Yeah, this will move into the speculation. I mean, I don't know how all of a sudden Sony being at CES has turned into they're going to show the PS5. I think what is happening here. And I'll give you why I think it's happening was I think, look, you got to try to understand this. And I don't want to hear, well, this is console war. No, You have people out here that have been talking about hardware since 2016. Okay, we have people that have been talking about hardware since 2016 and what they're not talking about are the games. And the reason why they're not talking about the games is because they don't have it. So they're running with just rampant speculation. I left several links in the description for you guys to go check out. I also left a link to another video by another YouTuber. I put that in the chat that you all can go check out. But I'll simply see if I can share one of them. Yeah, let me see if it's gonna let me share this one here. Share that, go there. Okay. Now, this is coming from, let me double check that here. This is coming from boxden.com. Now, this clearly says rumor. This clearly says rumor. So, I mean, I don't understand why a rumor is being taken as truth. So, I mean, I just don't. I mean, the fact that we do know that the PS5 is going to have RDNA, and we know that because that's what AMD has said. Okay, but we don't know about this right here is a rumor. This is a flat rumor. All right, this is not this. This is probably not even true. Okay, I wouldn't take any of this stuff as truth because nothing's been confirmed. This as RDNA2 and 12T flops by Microsoft. Nothing's been confirmed. But I think that my personal belief is the reason why you have people going into this speculation because they don't have any games to talk about. I mean, when you look at the fact that Sony 360 Reality Audio on YouTube, yeah, I've seen that. So Jack Reacher said he might go to CES. I believe that's in Las Vegas, so he better get on a plane. And good luck getting in there. So, but the reason why I think there's so many rumors and speculation about the PS5 is because you have people trying to create a narrative. One of the things that if you go back and listen to their podcast, I'm talking about you go back years, they always say Sony controlled the narrative. Sony controlled the narrative. So they're trying to create a false narrative with absolutely nothing to back it up. I mean, it's just rumor after rumor after rumor. And, nothing's been confirmed. I mean, Phil Spencer confirmed they were they have built the world's most powerful Xbox. I mean, Phil Spencer confirmed that. He didn't say what the specs were. He didn't. We know what CPU it has in it. That's been confirmed by AMD. So we know that. We know going back to the PS5. Here's what's been confirmed about the PS5. They have confirmed the CPU, the variant. They have confirmed it's going to have UHD 4K Blu-ray playback and regular Blu-ray. All right, that's been confirmed. Okay. They have confirmed they are working on a new gamepad. Don't know what it's going to be looking like though. I don't know what it's going to be. Lighter? Is it going to be heavier? Is it going to be bigger? Is it going to be smaller? They have confirmed that they are going to support VR with it. These are all things that Sony's confirmed. Okay. They had confirmed they're working on 3D sound through ray tracing and things like that. They have confirmed that it's going to have an SSD. And that's it. That's all Sony has confirmed. That's everything I just told you is confirmed. Everything else is speculation. Everything else is speculation. And so when I see people claiming that PS5 is going to be unveiled or unleashed or whatever you want to call it at CES or shown, no. I mean, at the most, Sony may come out and say we are working on a new game console called PlayStation 5, and then they'll go into what it's going to be capable of, which we already know because they've already confirmed it in whatever April or May. So So yeah, but when I see people online, whether it be Jack Reacher or Post Up, or what do they call him, Note Up, or whatever they're calling him now, and L Batch and all that kind of stuff. When I see, or they call him the Canadian con man, when they're just outright rampant with the speculation, they're doing that on purpose to create a narrative that's a lot. I mean, these are guys who don't mind lying, that have been caught lying, outright caught lying, and they don't care that they're lying, and they don't care that they're speculating. I mean, I've seen things, oh, this is speculated from, May of 2019. It's like, really? May of 2000? Are you going to speculate about stuff like that? So, like I said, I listened to the Spawn Wave podcast, and that guy on there, he pretty much said, do not be shocked that the PS5 is going to be more powerful. So I'm not worried about it. So it's true because Xbox is using RDNA 2. Now, that's not been confirmed, Sam Ash. Xbox using RDNA 2 has not been confirmed. That's another rumor. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, I mean, that's why I've always said it's not true until the company says it's true. It's just rumor. It's just rumor. It's just speculation and rumor. What Phil Spencer made the last statement about the Xbox, and he confirmed nothing spec-wise. He confirmed that they working on it. Then they showed it. Then they showed a game running, a game that they have been working on first party in CGI. That's it. That's what they confirmed. Hollywood Tech that was going around a while ago, that's been confirmed. The Hollywood Tech is hardware-based ray tracing. I mean, that's what it is, and that's been confirmed by developers. Let me see if I can pull that article up. I mean, yeah, that was confirmed, but it's almost like they're trying to create a narrative that if Mark Cerny says it, it's a lie. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. Let me. Now, this is from friggin' September. I pulled this from. But I'll share the screen with you. Right here. There. I mean, I don't know, that's hardware based. I mean, how do you think they do ray tracing in Hollywood? I mean, they have a Hollywood effect. They put an effects processor on it that does hardware based ray tracing. That's what Mark Cerny was talking about when he said we're going to have we're going to have the effects that Hollywood uses. Okay, that's what he was talking about. But because he didn't say hardware based ray tracing, these moist fruit booties like Jack Reacher and the rest of those clowns said that, oh no, I mean, the Canadian con man said, oh no, Sony's not going to have hardware-based ray tracing. It's like, yes, they are. Yes, they are. And these guys went on with that lie for almost 3 months until Mark Cerny came out and busted their cheeks and said, oh no, we're going to have that. He just thought people knew that, so... I saw that Godfall gameplay. It looked like straight trash. I mean, I'm not going to buy it. I'll put it like that. I'm not going to buy it. But if that's what people want, that's fine. So, but I'm trying to find where the I think it was from IO. But it's basically a special effect that's put in. It's the ray tracing. I don't know what else to say to people about this. This is stuff I thought knew. And if you didn't know it, that's fine. But they don't walk around Hollywood talking about ray tracing. They call it a visual effect, VFX, visual special effect, and that is the ray tracing. It's a visual special effect. I don't know if you've seen ray tracing being used, but it's a visual special effect. So, and that's the way they talk about it in Hollywood. And since Sony, I don't know if people keep forgetting that Sony makes movies. They made the Spider-Man movie, which has hardware-based ray tracing in it. Why do you think Spider-Man's suit looks like it does? You know, that's because of the ray tracing that's used on it. I mean, come on, guys. You know, let's see here. Maybe I can pull it up through here. Let's see here. I mean, I just do not, let's see here. I mean, I can pull this up. Let's pull this up. Now, this is from WCC Tech. Now, we all know this isn't true. There. PS5 may not be using AMD hardware for ray tracing. And it says rumor. Now, we already know this is fake because Lisa Su, who runs AMD, already said it's going to have ray tracing. Mark Cerny, who's the lead designer of the console, has already said it's going to have hardware-based ray tracing. Yet this is from 5 days ago. So why is this stuff persisting? Well, it's because people are trying to drive a narrative. Just like Xbox is going to be more powerful. Can somebody point me to the article where Microsoft came out and said, we're going to be the most powerful console out there? I mean, if you can, I'll bring it up on screen right now. But you can't. What's going on, Cyber Dragon? You can't do it. So because it's not true. So it's not true. So I mean, at this point, if Phil Spencer knows what is in that Xbox. He knows it, and he knows what's in that PS5. I find it curious that when he walked out on stage at the gaming award show, that he didn't say Xbox One X is the most powerful console you can game on right now, and Xbox Series X will continue in that tradition. He could have said that. He could have said that. I want you to ask yourself why he didn't say that. Okay? Why didn't he say that? You know, it's because there's a very good chance it won't be. So I don't get why it's just so difficult. I don't know why I can't find that article. I had it up there the other day. Let's see. Oh, let me try this. I'm just trying to find this here. Now I'm going to show you. You know, I'm not going to show you that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Found it. Let me pull this on the screen for you guys. There you go. Now, these are developers, Ubisoft and IO. Of course, you know, Ubisoft makes the Assassin's Creed games and all that kind of stuff. And IO, I believe, makes the Hitman games. So why are those two developers quoted in this article from PlayStation Lifestyle as talking about the VFX that you all were just talking about in the chat? If it doesn't exist, if it's not real. So are these developers, which are third-party developers, I think we all can agree that IO and Ubisoft are third-party developers. Why in the world are they talking about this and these idiots are lying? Okay, again, I want somebody to show me where Xbox is going to be using RDNA 2, because that's not what they've come out and said. Nothing's been confirmed. Nothing has been confirmed. So you got these people out here speculating, okay, and that's what they're doing. They're speculating on what the consoles are going to do. Okay, Review Tech USA put up a snippet of his Spawnwave podcast where a guy clearly says that there's not going to be any difference, hardly any difference in these consoles. He said everybody needs to be prepared to pay $499 at least for the consoles, and don't be shocked that PS5 is more powerful. But it's going to be negligible, because if 4K 60 is 4K 60, okay, it's not going to be 4K 60 on PlayStation and not 4K 60 on Xbox, and vice versa. It's not. And that, again, those are multi-plat games. Those are multi-plat games. Do you really think does the 2080 play games any different than the 2070? Nope, it doesn't. They can both run the games at the same settings. It is what it is. So, yeah, Phil Spencer, no, he knew it when he walked out on stage. So, I mean, if he was confident, well, I mean, they may wait to E3 to say it, which is fine. But as far as CES is concerned, I'm not expecting any announcement of PS5, except for maybe them to make an official announcement at the electronics show that they're working on PS5. It'd be something like that, and what they expect to have on it. And that's only because AMD is going to be there, and they've got some huge unveils coming out at CES, apparently. See if I can pull those up here. So yeah, they're holding a press conference on Monday, the 6th. Dr. Lisa Su says AMD is promising to push the envelope once again, making 2020 an incredible year for high performance computing. Now, that's the truth. Okay? That's the truth. So we'll go to WCC Tech. So again, I'm just going to bring up an article about more speculation. I mean, this is incredible. I can kind of see what's going on now. This is speculation. Okay? Sony promises to unveil unique vision of the future at CES. It's stoking PS5 excitement. It doesn't say Sony's going to unveil the PS5. That's people are just reading way too much into it. Look, the same people that told you that have been talking tech the last 4 years. So Mike Ybarra is making the Xbox upset. Why? What's he talking about? So, look, you've got a developer called BS on Phil Spencer in his Xbox. So, I mean, again, I'm not looking too much into it. I wouldn't put anything past anybody at this point. So let's look at an article that came out just 3.5 to 5 hours ago. So, yes, that's Lisa Su. That's the woman I should be married to. So there we go. So now this is from 5 hours ago. This is the same. Now this is a much more in-depth article. So, it says AMD is promising to push the envelope once again, making 2020 an incredible year for high-performance computing. So that's it. And a live stream will be available on the AMD YouTube channel, which I didn't know they had. So, and then here they are talking about the world's first 64-core high-performance, the Threadripper. I mean, can somebody please tell me AMD Ryzen 4? Oh my God, the 4000 series may be there. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's for mobile. So cool. Go 7 nanometer. Okay, Navi GPU, again, built for performance and efficiency. Remember how I was saying to you guys, how in the hell they are going, why is the Navi GPU more efficient? Well, it was built for that. It says Navi fires back at GeForce 1660 and 1660 Ti. So again, if you're building a computer, the 5600 XT is actually performing better in a lot of games than this right here. This is NVIDIA right here. So these are the NVIDIA fanboys saying, yeah, but this over here is doing better. It's performing better. So, it is what it is. and they got their roadmap. Excuse me. So, but they're right here with their CPUs, I believe, 7 nanometers. So, and remember the speculation was, oh, Xbox is going to have this 7 nanometer plus and, you know, and all that stuff, which is here, which we now know that's a damn lie. Those people were lying about that. I mean, good grief. You know, AMD, let's see here. Let's see, it talks about ray tracing here. I mean, this is a good article. Matter of fact, here, let me just copy that so you all can go ahead and read it. And let's see here. Put that there. There. I mean, I put that in there so you guys can go and read it. So yeah. I mean, again, I just I mean, I personally believe that the reason why there's so many people, and it's, look, the same people speculating right now are the same people who said that, you know, X is going to give it to you and all that kind of stuff. And that never happened. That never happened. So, of course, they're going ahead and they're pushing, you know, the same thing. They've been talking about hardware for 4 years. Since Phil Spencer came out on that stage at E3 2016 and said, you'll be gaming on the world's most powerful console, the most powerful console ever. You know, they've been talking about specs since then. We're still waiting. They got butt hurt last year when Red Dead Redemption 2 lost Game of the Year to God of War because they just thought, oh, well, this is the game that you're going to really need an Xbox for. I mean, again, they're looking for justification of buying that thing through third-party entities because their first party is trash. Okay, it's so trash, even an Xbox executive said that the first-party games weren't that good. So it's just, which is what people have been saying. So Mike Yabar was the sport. What did he do and say? So, you know, I'm trying to figure out why people are speculating. So I'm just trying to give you why I think they're speculating. I think it's because they don't have any games to talk about. They're not talking about Ori the White Rag or anything. They're not. They're not, because Ori will be on PC. Ori will be on the Nintendo Switch. So, of course, they're not going to talk about it. So it's like, we're going to talk about specs. And again, they've been talking about specs for the past 4 years. All right, that's just a fact. And I don't want to hear, I don't want to see people leaving comments about, well, you're talking about the console war. No, I'm not. There are people who have been talking about specs for 4 years, going on 4 years. And they were wrong then, they're going to be wrong again. Again, Phil Spencer knows what's inside his Xbox. Now, and again, I find it interesting that he didn't say, we're going to continue with the tradition of being the world's most. I mean, he could have came out on stage and did it, and maybe they do it again, like I said, at E3. But why not do it there? Why not do it there? Mark Cerny was like, shout out to Foxy Games UK. Mark Cerny was sitting right there in that audience, right up front. So, you know, just it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Damn, who came in here and gave me a down vote? Somebody's mean. But hit that like button, people. Share it. You know, slap it up, flip it, and rub it down. So I also left a link to Musclebound Gamer, MBG. Check that out. You know, I left that link in the chat earlier, so you guys can go check that out. Also, I think Crap Gamer did a pretty good podcast yesterday. I'm not going to get into a power narrative for the simple fact that I understand the way Navi works, because I'm looking to buy a Navi GPU, and I'm not going to go out there and spend money on something that I don't. You all know I dig up everything I can on stuff. So it's a custom SSD. It means that it's specifically made for the PlayStation 5 and or the Xbox Series. That's it. Now, I mean, maybe it's interchangeable with a regular one, but these are not going to be CPU and GPUs. It's going to be an APU. And the way these guys are talking is that it's going to be separate. which would be fine, but I believe it's going to be an APU. So, but that's what they mean by custom. The PlayStation Pro has custom stuff in it. It has rapid pack math in it. That's customized for the PlayStation Pro. That's why the games look the way they look, because they break the floating points at a different spot. They don't break it to the prime unit. They break it higher, and it gives them more space to work with. So, I mean, that's just, it is what it is. And remember, when Mark Cerny said there was rapid pack math, these idiots were rolling around saying, well, he's lying about that. You know, so again, they're trying to create a narrative of Xbox will have things that PlayStation won't. Therefore, you need to go buy an Xbox. That's all this is. It goes back right to that. So it doesn't matter if it's dealer gaming, if it's Cole Eastwood. They've been doing this for 4 years. Doesn't matter if it's D-Batch, if it's Max Gaming. They've been doing this for 4 years. Okay? That's just reality. All right? You can do the research yourself. Navi's compute units are a lot more efficient than the GCN compute units that the Pro and the Xbox are based on. That's reality. So, I mean, anybody who has the 5700 or 5700 XT, they know that. They know that already. So, I mean, those games are performing. I mean, I think a friend of mine, he got the 3600X, and he got the, it was a 3600X and the 5700 XT. So, the generation went by fast. Not to me, it didn't, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, to me, it went by slow, painfully slow. So, especially the first year. The first year wasn't hardly nothing out. So, I mean, it got better. I mean, I know that PlayStation had a MLB The Show and Until Dawn. Excuse me. Wow. I think Assassin's Creed came out in 14. So, I mean, those are good games. I think Black Flag came out. I mean, so they picked it up. So, why are they so insecure? Okay, the answer to that is that they don't have any faith in the gaming studios. So that's why they have sat on their podcast openly saying if Xbox loses the power crown to Sony, the Xbox system is dead in the water. Again, I didn't come up with that. That's a quote directly from Matt's Gaming. That's a quote from Post Up. Okay, they have said this in their podcast. And I'm not talking negative because they've said these things. So it's made them insecure. That's why when they saw Hellblade Part 2, even though it was CGI, even though it was fake 4K, it was 24 frames a second, they don't care about that. It's just, oh, here's a game that looks like something that Naughty Dog would do or Sucker Punch would do. They desperately, while I mean, how many of you all have heard the old saying, when you were a little boy or a little girl, the reason why that little boy or little girl is picking on you is because they like you. Okay? That's what you're seeing here. The reason why those guys said that those games didn't matter, that those games Xbox wouldn't do stuff like that, is because they were jealous and envious of those games. Now, I've said that the two IPs it shocked me, so I know it shocked them. Was the Horizon Zero Dawn was a back-breaking IP. Okay, when that game came out and it hit the stores and people saw that game running, whether you went to Best Buy or some type, wherever, you saw that running on a TV, like a Sony TV, people were shocked at what that game looked like. And they're still shocked, okay? Digital Foundry called that game, and was it in 2017, the best-looking game of the generation, or the best-looking game in 17. So that got to them then. Then you have what happened last year with Red Dead Redemption. Even though it was 4K, and shout out to Savage Uger, said it had lower than low settings. What's lower than low? I don't know. Maybe I got a PC, but I've never seen game settings lower than low. But Red Dead Redemption 2 is lower, settings are lower than low. But Xbox people thought it was going to win Game of the Year because they wanted to say, here's a game that looks and runs better on the Xbox. When it lost to God of War, which was an exclusive game on another platform, it was the equivalent of them getting kicked in the balls. They've not recovered from that. So this year with Sekiro winning, they could say, well, that's available to everybody. That's on PC. That's why you didn't hear anything, and that's why they were so upset with Death Stranding being nominated. I mean, even though Death Stranding wasn't the best game this year, but that gave them pause, that upset them because they had to. Even, we all knew it wasn't going to win Game of the Year, but they had to deal with the specter of it winning Game of the Year for 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, they were mad. They were upset. They were going through it. They were angry. I mean, we can go back and forth, but that's why they're so insecure. If Xbox first-party gaming studios had put out decent games, they wouldn't care about power. But they're literally saying, they have said, Sony has a much bigger footprint around the world. Microsoft has got to do something to counter that, so they have to be more powerful. So again, even though these specs are rumors, even though nothing's been confirmed, I mean, seriously, nothing's been confirmed by Sony or Microsoft. The fact that Microsoft is doing something at 12 teraflops, even though it's in GCN, not Navi, that's enough for them to run with it. Okay, and again, this is the same group of people that said that PlayStation wasn't going to have ray tracing. Okay, they said that for 3 months. We can still pull videos. Okay, we can still pull their videos and put them up. We have screenshots of them saying things. So, we have them. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We have seen you all. That's why you can't get away with it. And I'll give a shout out to Crap Gamer because, like he said, and I agree, I'm just going to paraphrase him. The fact of the matter is that there's been so much back and forth on what's going to be more powerful. When the initial reports of Sony having a more powerful system came out, you had people in the Xbox community saying, well, power didn't matter. And we took screenshots of that. And now that a new rumor has come out, and that's why I did not, when the rumor came out about the PlayStation being more powerful, I didn't say anything about it because I'm like, well, it's just a rumor. Nothing's been confirmed, So, but that's why I didn't say anything. So it is what it is. Oh, what's up, Lincoln Clay? Happy New Year. 2020, man. Yeah, well, like I said, I can play if I play Mass Effect on my PC, on my monitor, it's 1080p, 60 frames a second. If I put it on my if I put Mass Effect on my TV, I play at 1440p at 60 frames a second. So, well, I mean, again, Sam Ash, Sekiro winning it. That's an opinion. That's an opinion. So I mean, to me, neither one were game. I mean, Sekiro, that person give you a sword, but they got no shoes. So it's like, what is that all about? But again, I played Sekiro on PC. I didn't care for it because all you do is slash. It's like there's. I mean, I get it. It's a Souls type game, but to me, running around with a sword, hacking and slashing is not fun. I mean, it's okay. It's just 2 generations ago, like when you would play Final Fight or Streets of Rage, and you just went down and you hit the one button, the B button or the A button on your system. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna play Mass Effect today. So I mean, if it loads up off Origins, I've been having issues with the Origin store. I mean, major issues with the Origin store. So, but it's not that Death Stranding's a bad game. I like Death Stranding, but I don't. Whatever's game of the year is your opinion. So, my game of the year, like I said, is Resident Evil Part 2. It's not even close. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't like the puzzles. So that's why it took me so long to still play it, because I have to find walkthroughs and things like that. Lost Legacy, Uncharted Lost Legacy, when I bought and I played that, I waited for 2 weeks because I'm like, well, I need to wait to see how to solve the puzzles. Some of them I was able to do. It's not like Skyrim, or when I saw, or Skyrim, or Oblivion, when you had like a thing and it had like 3 stones or 6 stones, and it had clues on what to do with them. So they didn't do that. So they did not do that. So, but yeah, I mean, you got people that's all they're doing, but that's what custom means. It just means it's specifically made for you. It's like Wendy's. You can go to Wendy's and get a bacon cheeseburger with lettuce and tomato, or you can get a bacon cheeseburger with no lettuce and tomato. It's custom made to what you want on it. Versus McDonald's, who, if you order a cheeseburger, they just give you a cheeseburger. You can't say, "Give me a cheeseburger. Don't put this on it. Don't put that on it." So it is what it is. Fire Emblem, yeah, fine. I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with Fire Emblem or Death Stranding. So, nothing wrong. Not that big a deal, honestly. So, just it is what it is. So, but yeah. But realistically, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about this morning. I did not have a ton of stuff. Like I said, I got in last night. So now I drank a Pepsi. Now it's starting to catch up to me. So, but yeah, that's why they're insecure. That's why, that's why I say they're moist. I mean, they're insecure. They run with speculation because, again, they don't have games to talk about. See, each time they speculate about something, they forget that they're not talking about games. And it's because they got no game to talk about. What they're going to talk about Cyberpunk? Well, that game is obviously going to be on PC. Okay? It just is. So why play that on console when you can play it on PC? Then you turn and you look at the fact that they're not going to talk about it. And then what other game do they have coming out to that console? None. So they're going to talk about specs because, they can't talk about games. Well, we have Hellblade. Well, Hellblade will be on PC. The best version of Hellblade will be on PC. So that's reality. I deal in the reality at this point, folks. I don't like speculation. I think some speculation is okay, but this rampant speculation is ridiculous. And they're talking about, well, Digital Foundry broke down the specs. No, they didn't, because no specs have been released yet. So how can they break them down? And then when I watched that video, that guy, Zaddy, sat right there and said, take this with a pinch of salt. And then for the Xbox one, it was much more ambiguous. And he said, you have to take this with a huge armful of salt. So again, that's what they said. That's Zaddy said that. So it is what it is. That's why I'm like, well, they're not even confirming anything. So until Sony confirms it, what's in their box, until Microsoft confirms what's in their box, all we have is speculation. So well, that's fine. Again, Hellblade 2, fine. That it's in early development, that is perfectly fine. And they're talking about, well, what games is PS5 going to launch with? It doesn't matter because but my point is that they're talking about the PS5 because they got what games are going to launch with? It's not going to have no games to launch with it. Again, they're trying to divert the fact that PS4 still has games coming out in a few more months, right? MLB The Show comes out in a couple months, right? The Last of Us Part 2 comes out in a few more months. Final Fantasy comes out in a few more months. See, they know that, and so they are immediately moving things down the road. Okay, they're moving things to the next generation because this generation has been terrible for them. It's been terrible. So it's like, well, we don't even want to talk about this generation anymore. Whereas that Nintendo still has games coming out for it. So the Nintendo fan base isn't going to talk about the new Nintendo because they still got, and Sony understands marketing wise, if they put way too much emphasis on PS5, it's going to take away from The Last of Us, from Ghost of Tsushima, from Final Fantasy. They want those games to have its day. That's a huge lineup of games. That's a huge lineup of games. And of course, you're going to hear, well, it's been downgraded because their butt hurt that those games aren't available on their console that they went out and bought. So it's just that's just who they are at this point. That is who they are. I mean, they're running around saying Control's a flop. And I'm like, no, here is information from the investment bank that says it's not. This is the end of that discussion. It's over. So, you know that the Xbox needs is, well, I mean, again, I don't, if you are hovering around a console to, I don't know why at this point. I don't know why. So, but I feel bad for people like that. So I do. And again, here on my channel, I'm not gonna. Look, when Sony comes out and says, they show us a game, and I've said this, when Sony shows a game physically running on the PS5, then they announce the official specs, whatever they're going to be, bandwidth and all that. When they announce that, I'll podcast about it. I'll be like, yeah, or I'll jump on to somebody's podcast, or I'll bring people on to talk about it, whether it be a J-Dub or Jabari, J-Tech, if he wants to come on, whoever, Sick Humor, Jemai Dixon, Tron, King Thrash, whoever, that's fine. But what I like about them is that nobody's speculating, Titanfall Princess, nobody is speculating on what the PlayStation 5 is going to be, because as shout out to Titanfall Princess, I was on her podcast the other day. We rather talk about the games that are coming out. I mean, I've said that for 3 months now. I will talk about the games. I want to get more information on Final Fantasy VII. I want to get more information on The Last of Us Part 2. I want more information on Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, I want information on that stuff. Talking about PS5 and people are like, well, do you think it's going to have a patch? I don't know. Why don't we wait for Sony to announce it? Was it going to be backwards compatible for PS3? We'll find out when they announce it. Okay. I mean, it's just like anything else. But because the Xbox community, because they don't have any games to talk about related to the console, they're wanting to talk about the next console because they know it's going to have games on it. So they know that. So they want to move down the road. Well, we're not going to let them do that. So, Happy New Year, Josh. Thank you, sir. Happy New Year. Hit that like button, people, and share the video. Don't be scared. So, yeah, don't be scared, people. So, here more speculation right here from Jack Reacher. So, so there's more reaching. So unbelievable. So, well, yeah, I'll give a big shout out here to Doctor Who looked pretty cool. To Dark Cloud and a couple, and everybody else, Sick Humor, Jemai Dixon, Titanfall Princess, Big Cloud Gaming, Carlos Fernandez, so King Thrash, the rest of them, Lincoln Clay here in the chat. So Tron, who's online, who was on Twitter cussing this morning. So preparing for a whole year of salt from that. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm more excited, Destiny, about the games for PS4 finishing the generation than anything else. I mean, once I beat Ghost of Tsushima, that's why I said on I was on a podcast the other day, and I said I don't even care to talk about the PS5 because the PS4 still got 3 or 4 major hit games that I'm going to play on it coming up this year. And Xbox does not have that. They don't. The Xbox does not have that. They don't have it. So yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. I want more information on that. We know about the timeline. We don't know nothing about the characters, the character backdrop on what they're going to be on. That's important. How did Sucker Punch develop the characters and stuff like that? So I'm looking for that. The Last of Us Part 2. You know, how's that's going to go? So Game Neighbor said he's saving for the PS5. I would be too. Hopefully somebody hits that Cash App. I got to save up for a new GPU and the PS5. So yeah, I'm pumped. P.O. Can't afford the ODR. Trey BK, how you doing? Wow, Ice Queen, how are you doing this morning? Good morning. So yeah, see, Neo 2, I don't play Neo. I didn't play Neo 1. But yeah, shout out. Yeah, you're right about Neo 2. Yeah, I forgot all about Neo 2. And I still got to play, go back. Look, I still have to go back, beat Nier Automata. I still got to play Persona 5. I got to play and beat Code Vein. You know, so it's just that I got all those JRPGs to play this year, plus the MLB, the show, the you know, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2. So I'm going to be talking about that. That's more important to me. So you got a bit drunk last night. Cool. Well, what did you drink, Don? So I drank Gatorade. I was the Gatorade goon last night. Red and grapefruit punch Gatorade. We played an hour and 30-minute set up in Cincinnati. So, and or you know, just up north. So just wore me out. So I'm starting to feel it right now. So it's about okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. That's cool. Nier's a really good game. Yeah, I'm on my first playthrough right now. I've just been busy doing other stuff. So vodka and Coke, beers, and some shots. Oh my, you mixed. You know, you mixed them. Trey Bot, okay. Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy. Yeah, I know Viera Tron's really looking forward to that. Hopefully we can have her back on to talk about that game. So so need to go back and play Horizon. Got the Order 1886 I didn't particularly care for. But yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn still is my favorite game this year. Oh, you're the Nightbot. Yeah, I don't know why I can't get it working. I thought I had it working. So and I guess I don't. Because according to the site, it was working okay. So what's up, Spartan God? And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody that's in here, by the way. Certainly hope everybody had a good saving dawn. I'm glad you got home okay. So I haven't talked to him today, no. So, but why do I have to talk to Ryan? Oh, about what you drank? Okay. So you can't fathom for the life of me why anyone would deprive themselves of. Again. We said at your dad's house last night. All right. So, yeah. I mean, again, I don't get it. If it's going to be, they're going to say, well, it's when my friends are playing. When my friends are playing. You know what I say about that? F you and F your friends. People are not your friends. I mean, if you need a lung transplant, they're not going to line up to go donate a lung. So, you know, just it is what it is. How about the rise of Skywalker making over $700 million, making all those haters look stupid? So PS Plus has leaked its Uncharted collection and goes in. Oh, well, I don't, you know what? I don't have that anymore. I won't get PS Plus reactivated till next Saturday, I don't think. So, yeah, I don't have PS Plus. I've been gaming mostly on the PC over the last week and a half. Ever since PS Plus went away, my subscription ran out. I had a 2-year subscription and it ran out. So, darn it. So, and I'm still watching Disney Plus. I still got stuff to watch on there. Mandalorian's really good. Man, that was good. I still got to get Netflix reactivated to watch The Witcher because my Netflix thing ran out like 3 days ago. I was binge watching The Witcher. So, your dad made you a full breakfast this morning? Cool. I need to get something in me. I've not eaten yet. So, I know if I'll eat, I'll fall asleep and then I'll miss my football game. So, knock wood. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get on off here. I mean, everybody's just now coming in. I've been here for like over an hour. So, but I think I set this thing up for 8 o'clock, and I meant to set it up for 7. So, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna bounce off. I'm friggin' sleepy. I need to lay down. I've ever watched The Expanse. Not yet. I've read the books though, so I don't really need to watch it. But yeah, I've watched the first like 3 episodes. So yeah, I need to go have a grilled cheese sandwich or a couple of them with some tomato soup or some ravioli or something. So, and I got to figure out the daggone Nightbot, and I'm going to be gaming, playing Mass Effect 2 today. So. But all right, guys, I am going to get off here. Yeah, you guys have a good, safe New Year. Thank you, Ryan Landis. I appreciate you. And you all stay blessed and take it easy. And don't worry about the speculation. They'll announce probably here in the next 3 to 4 months. Take it easy, guys. Peace.